Hey guys, today we are going to talk about something so important, and that is hydration. I feel like most of us don't drink enough water. In fact, studies have shown that between 60 and 70% of Americans are dehydrated on a daily basis. That is incredible. And if you think that when you're thirsty, right, if you think, oh, I'm thirsty, it's too late. It's too late. You're past dehydration. One of the first symptoms of being dehydrated is fatigue. It's low energy. So one of the fastest ways to get the energy that you need is to drink copious amounts of water, or what I like to say is super hydrated. The earth is 70% water. Our brain is made up of 76% water. Our muscles are 75% water, and our bones are 25% of water. So think about that. How much water we need to intake to maintain that proper environment in our body. What we want to do is we want to flush out all the toxins, all the acids out of our body, right? Cleansing, not clogging. An interesting story, but I actually had terrible acne growing up. Really bad acne, cystic, like where, you know, just boils all around this area. I mean, it was terrible. I had no confidence. I felt terrible. I didn't want to be seen by anybody. I shied away from them. I wouldn't look anybody directly in the eye. I was embarrassed. I was very, very embarrassed. And what I did is I heard, like, you know, drinking lots of water was good for your skin. So I drank an insane amount of water just because I was trying to get rid of my acne. My skin started to clear up. My energy was going through the roof. And people asked me, like, what are you doing? What are you drinking? What are you I'm like, I'm just drinking a ton of water, honestly, because I'm hydrating my body. My body was working for me. What I realized was I was eating certain foods that were high in acids, right? They were high in acids, and my body was just trying to get rid of it, and it was coming out through my skin. I can hear people right now thinking like, well, I don't want to drink a lot of water because I don't want to feel like bloated or retain all this water. I know it seems counterintuitive, but if you want to get rid of excess water weight, you actually drink more water. Now, why is that? If your brain thinks that it's getting enough water, then it's going to get rid of the excess water. But if you're dehydrated, if you're not drinking enough water, then your body's going to hold on to any water it can. And that's when you get that water weight. I know it's counterintuitive, but if you want to get rid of that excess water weight, drink more water and flush it out. And give your body what it needs to stay hydrated and create the environment that it needs to thrive. So how much water should we drink a day, all right? The minimum of water we should drink a day is half your body weight in ounces. Okay, so for me, I'm about 160 pounds, so that means about 80 ounces of water minimum a day, okay? And that's important because I think people think like, oh, you know, I'm gonna have this, and that's the minimum amount. You want it, if you want, you can drink more. In fact, if you do, you're probably gonna feel better and more energized. You don't have to be a crazy athlete. You don't have to be super active, all these things. It's just about giving your body what it needs. Well, what kind of water? Because I feel like there's only one kind of water, but there isn't. There's also sparkling water. Sparkling water is fine. It's great. I have to say, for me personally, I drink sparkling water a lot slower because, you know, the bubbles. I'm like, so with that, you might feel more full with sparkling water, but you might not be giving yourself enough water. So for instance, me, like I could probably down this entire glass right now. If it was sparkling water, it would probably take me a few minutes to actually drink that. The amount of people in my life that barely drink water, right? Or they're drinking sodas and they think, well, there's water in that. But now think about this, the amount of sugar, the amount of acid that's in there, you're not really hydrating yourself, all right? So it's very, very important that it's water. So another thing, when you think about hydrating, you don't just want to think about drinking, all right? You also want to think about what you eat as well. 70% of your diet should be water-rich foods, right? You want living foods. You want things that are green, that are alive with energy. The body has to maintain a certain temperature within a small range, otherwise there are major consequences. The same applies for the alkaline and acid levels in our body. The body has a very sensitive alkaline and acid balance, and our body is actually slightly alkaline. So the more alkaline foods we eat, the water-rich foods we eat, the better. If we have lived too much of an acidic lifestyle, whether what we drink, the environment, our foods, stress, emotions, then what's happened is that we create illness, we create fatigue. We don't want that, right? We want to have high energy, wake up in the morning feeling ready to go. Well, let's talk about acid for a second. All right, sodas, coffee, sugar. All right, the average American consumes 150 pounds of sugar a year. Blows my mind. So what the acid does when we're eating or drinking these foods or the environment, whatever it is it strips the body of its natural minerals, and that we need to neutralize these acids, okay? So a few ways, again, to live more of an alkaline life, right? More energized life. Maybe put like lemon in your water, green drinks, green veg. Like I said before, you cannot have enough greens in your diet. Water-rich foods, that's really gonna give you that life that you need, to give you that energy that you need, sustainable energy throughout the day. Very interesting studies have shown that cancer only grows in acidic and anaerobic environments in your body. So when I talk about how important it is to neutralize those acids and to consume more alkaline-rich foods and water-rich foods like greens and vegetables and maybe a green smoothie, a green drink, and also to highly hydrate yourself. Think of your body as an environment, okay? Just like outside, right? If it gets polluted outside, it's dirty, there's lots of toxins in the air, right? You don't want to think about that. You want to think about like your body is like this beautiful mountain range with clear skies and amazing, great oxygen. There's chemistry to energy. There's chemistry in your body that's happening, that's all working for you or can be working against you. Yes, so if you want to have copious amounts of energy, drink copious amounts of water. I know I'm using the word copious because it's a fun word to use. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the new episodes coming up. I'll see you soon.